Hey everybody, this is Ryan, and welcome to another episode of Legendary Looters. I am here with my good friend Behringer.
I like Toidles.
Oh, and today we are going to run a 22 Rift, and we talk about topics while we do it, and we're just going to go ahead and get started at 22, accept, go! So, what are we talking about today?
I got to play the Evolve Alpha again today, and I read something on their... are you in here, or am I just hanging out? You gonna make me do this for myself?
I'm in here.
All right, gotcha.
Don't judge me.
But the one thing they talked about is video games becoming competitive sports, whether in schools or colleges or just community type things. And yeah, maybe we can talk about that. I think that'd be a good idea.
Sure, let's go. What about it?
Well, there's the League of Legends community,
Which is
in a game that you haven't quite jumped on board with yet,
not.
Even though it's been out for like 2 decades.
I'm a little behind. I'm playing Super Mario 3 right now, which is a really cool game.
And you heard about this game called Metroid, but you're not sure if it's really going to catch on.
It's not going to catch on. It's not worth it.
So that's kind of actually the biggest thing that they brought up, and I tend to agree with, is that if a game is going to become, some sort of fodder or something like that, it has to be something that can stand the test of time.
Mm-hmm.
And League of Legends has, I think, been one of the games, and Dota 2, for those of you that either hate one or the other, as most people do. I'm a League of Legends guy. I'm not a big fan of Dota, but they've been around for a while. They have updates, but the concept of the game hasn't changed. If you think about the NFL or any kind of pro sport out there, for the most part, it's been the exact same thing since since the creation. So. But I didn't know about first-person shooters. I don't know. What do you think on that?
Yeah, that would be the first thing. Obviously I know of the huge following and all the people that watch and everything. But why wouldn't first-person shooters, immediately Call of Duty? Why wouldn't Call of Duty, be better, more fun to watch? Why wouldn't it be bigger than that? I don't know. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Well, and that's the thing. Call of Duty, I guess I don't know. I don't know if the newer ones have a spectator mode and what the spectator mode is actually like, but that's a big thing as well. Like, some games are, really fun to play, but they're not so much fun to watch. And that was a big thing that Evolve is trying for, and I believe the actual game is going to be released sometime in February of 2015, if you want to follow their hype. Which we could be like a Diablo kind of a thing here, where, 9909, because we all know that's when Diablo was released.
Yep.
But they were saying they want to try to design a game that actually has a spectator game mode, and they put that into play and think about it when they're actually designing the game, which, as far as I know, has never been done before.
But could it really stand up to sporting events, TV-wise, rating-wise? And that just, the NFL gets a crappy game in the NFL gets 22 million viewers.
Yeah, that's true.
And there's 15 games going on at once, and they're all getting that. That's crazy. Even the other sports of baseball, hockey, basketball, they all get a ton of viewers. I don't see how it could. I wish it could. I think it would be awesome. And obviously people are growing up, that like video games more and all of that stuff. But I don't see how it could happen. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, and to me, I actually get a kick out of watching the League of Legends championships, and they have really good announcers. They have a stadium at that point, usually just a huge. Well, I guess it kind of is a stadium, full of people.
At least the pictures make it look like it is.
Yeah, and I watch those, and they're fun, and I started to follow, Cloud9 or whatever. You get teams, that you start to follow and you like, but really the announcers make that game.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. It's like those guys, they're yelling out what spells, they know the guys' names, they know their strategies, and that's actually what makes that for me. Oh, seriously?
Not surprised.
Yeah.
Yes, Behringer is my handicap. It is well known. We're right by the entrance too. You could have just whatever.
I know.
Okay, there you go.
To make
I'll
you
help
work.
you out, little buddy. I'll help you out.
Wouldn't be a handicap if I just like rezzed myself. Yeah, then it doesn't really impact
to make it as difficult as possible. We all know that.
Yeah, so it's interesting to see what Evolve actually does with it, because for those, okay, I'll release this time. I got stuck. I teleported and those bones stopped me.
Sure you did.
Yeah. Evolve is a 4v1 kind of a thing with a monster and 4 hunters, and then the 4 hunters chase the monster down. Matches are anywhere from 5 minutes to 12 minutes, to a half an hour if you get someone that really is good at hiding. And that's kind of the thing too, is the game needs to be short. It needs to be, matches need to be quick, they need to be exciting.
Yeah, very quick, exciting. That is a must.
And that's the problem with, like I say, League of Legends and even Evolve when I've been doing it is, there are a lot of downtime in those, But there's no commercial breaks to cover like downtimes like there is in other sports,
That's when you conveniently place a Powerade and a Mountain Dew and a bag of Doritos, That's all been done before.
That's true. That's true.
But okay, so like the championships on League of Legends, they're exciting, they get tons of views, it's great. But what about just a game of League of Legends? I mean, that's not that big,
Yeah. And they can be, that's the thing, like they can be exciting. I don't usually watch very many of them, but I know that when you log in before you, what is hurting me so much?
Oh, they reflect.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I must be doing awesome damage because I'm getting reflected so much.
Yeah.
Is that how that works now?
Not really.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, there can be some really awesome games to play or to watch, in League of Legends, but then there can be some really boring ones where you get one guy that gets ahead, but it's the strategy that really is good. And when you get a team that is all playing together and that actually works together, the problem is most people play with, pickup groups, and they're not at all fun to watch. Even a really good pickup group is not going to be fun to watch. You might get 1 or 2 star players, but there's no teamwork. There's no strategy conversations and that kind of stuff.
And I mean, I think it would have to be an organized league. I mean, just like we have sports leagues. There's designated teams, and this team's playing this team, and I mean, maybe even have a few teams going at once and just go from the exciting parts in this game to the exciting parts in this game,
Yeah. What?
I don't know.
That must be another reflect damage. That's what's killing me. There's so much reflect damage this time around. All right, I'm coming back.
Yeah, they reflect and ice death balls in there, so.
Yeah. What's that?
Just the laser that you ran through 3 times. That's all. No
I may or may not be immune to that.
Okay.
I'm not that terrible a player. I'm terrible, but I'm not that terrible. Like, oh, this must give me treasure.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I mean, I don't know. I hope it does. I hope it's good enough to compete with major sports one day, but I don't know. I mean, strictly as a pay-per-view thing, I think it has some possibilities. I hope it does.
I agree with you there. I don't think there's ever going to be like a, hey, Sunday at 4, everyone tune in and watch every single Sunday, after your football game, watch the League of Legends game, or whatever, whatever game it may be.
Well, they tried to do it with Ultimate Fighting. Like, they had it on primetime major networks for a while there. I didn't get a single thing.
I got some, I got 2, actually.
Oh, wow, good for you, 'cause I got nothing. Why do they have the lowest quality items drop in these things? That infuriates me. That should not be on the loot table. Whatever.
No, I agree.
We got bumped up to 25.
Yeah, do you want to take that, or do you want to...
I already did.
Okay.
Try to keep up with me, Behringer.
Alright, I need to come back and pick up those blood shards. So, don't close it on me until I get back there.
You
It's
can't.
a quick.
Oh, you full on blood shards?
I don't know how I'm always at 500. I don't really.
That's really dumb. You shouldn't do that. I'm just saying.
Let's see what I get.
Oh man, I want to close this so bad.
Don't do it. Don't do
I
it.
want to close it.
Oh, I don't even know what I want though. You know, I'm gonna go for Tel Rasha amulet. Nothing. Blue. Right. There's 500 things I just spent, and I got all blue. That's
Man,
terrible.
the prices are so off, especially on those.
100
each?
Like, yeah.
That's absurd. And then the same thing with weapons. Weapons are 75 each. Weapons have the biggest loot table out of anything in the game, and they're the most expensive.
No doubt.
That makes no sense.
All right, we'll see what we got for my loot here.
All right. Yeah, this is part of Legendary Looters, of course, as we loot legendary items. And Behringer came through this time.
Ooh, Ball of Hate. Looks very angry.
Super angry. Except mine has a big X through it. So I can't use it. But it does look pretty mad.
Survival bonus. I should probably use that. That chest piece. Keeps me alive.
Nice.
All right, nothing that I'm going to use.
All right. Oh, well. At least you got a couple items and kind of salvaged it. But that's going to do it for another episode of Legendary Looters. So thanks for watching, everybody. And until next time, see you guys.
See ya.